my name is Henry. I'm one of the Sustainable Transportation Interns for the Office of Sustainability at IQI. And today we are here at the campus center, right here in this little bike station. And we're going to talk about this guy right here. So this is one of our many bike repair stations dotted all throughout campus. And today I'm going to tell you what these things are and what all these things hanging off of it actually do. All right, now we're going to go ahead and talk about these tools hanging off the side here. So this plastic piece is actually a tire release tool. So if you ever need to do any tire or inner tube replacements, if you have a flat, this will help you with that process. So to remove your tire, you just simply push the tire off of the bead of the rim, and you stick this in between the two, and you just kind of work it around the tire, and it'll help release the tire. It'll make it a lot easier for you, which is super nice. You might notice it's really short. You can't really do much with this. You can actually just extend all these tools about a couple feet, maybe a little more, which is super nice. And for most size bikes, this shouldn't be a problem, which is really nice. Moving on here, you have this kind of multi-tool of different Allen wrenches you might need. So Allen wrenches will tighten things for like your seat post. If you want to adjust the angle of your handlebars, you can do that. Do need brake adjustments, anything that is attached to your bike will more often than not be attached with something needing an Allen wrench. And there are so many different sizes here that no matter what size screw your bike uses, this should be able to cover all of them. So that's super nice. Right next to it, we have these two just general screwdrivers. You have a flathead and a Phillips head here. So if you have anything attached onto your bike or any other kind of accessories, they might have these two normal screws. And having these here just adds to the flexibility of this. So if you ever do run into anything that needs a different type of screw, we probably have it here at the bike station. And then moving on to this other side here, you'll find two wrenches. So one's really big, one's really small. So the really big one generally can be used for things like replacing your headset, or if you do have like a seat washer or anything like that, this can actually wrap around the seat post or the headset and be able to remove it that way if you need to. And then the smaller wrench can be used for things like removing any nuts on your brake posts, for example, or anything like that. There's anything on your bike in general, which is super nice. And if you notice, these are really slim. So because bikes do have a lot of really small moving parts, it can get kind of tricky to shove a whole regular size wrench in there. Because these are super slim, you shouldn't have an issue getting it in there to tighten those screws, which is super nice. We also have this guy here. So this is just another type of bit that we offer here at the bike stations. This is kind of like a six-sided star. So if you have any kind of accessories that use this kind of bit, it's really nice. And you can also either have it here if you want to do some loosening, or if you really want to get it tight, you can just use this as a handle and then get some really nice torque on there. Also, we have another bike removal tool. So if you need to remove both your tires at the same time, you can have one on the front and then one on the rear, and then be able to remove both at the same time. If you have a friend with you, you're trying to really quick pit stop, tire change, you can do that, which is super nice. Looking at the two sides here, this is actually a holder for either your front or rear wheel. So if you do any tire inflation or anything like that, especially if you don't have a kickstand, it can get pretty troublesome to have to like hold your bike and inflate at the same time. But this makes it a lot easier to do that. So you just put your bike in there, it'll hold it steady, and then you can go on this other side right here and then use the built-in air pump. This is a pretty beefy air pump. It also features a pressure gauge right here. So you can actually go ahead and fill up your tire to the exact amount of pressure it needs. If you ever need to know what pressure your bike tires do need, all you have to do is look at the side of your tire on any of your bikes, the front wheel or the rear wheel, will tell you the same thing. You don't just say X amount of PSI that you need, and then you just take that number, inflate, and then it'll tell you exactly how much pressure you're at, so you know when to stop. You don't want to over or under inflate your bike tires when it happens at the pressure that they want you to. What's really cool about this too is that this is a pretty strong nozzle as well, so you're not going to have any problem about it breaking off. And this takes both Presta and Trader valves. So if you want to know what the difference between the two is, if it looks like a car tire nozzle, it's a Trader. If it looks kind of funky, it's a Presta. And you just kind of look at the guide here. It'll tell you which one's which, and so you shouldn't have an issue hooking up. So this is basically an overview of our bike stations and what they offer. Like I mentioned, we have a whole bunch of these all over campus, and they all offer the same amenities. So if you see one and you need to use one, definitely go ahead and use it, because these are a great resource and they'll make your life a lot easier.